here at Kekionga Craft Company, which specializes in hard cider. This company was created by two best friends locally, and they brought their business to Fort Wayne. We're going to learn all about it. Come on. Joining me now is Tyler Butcher, who is the co-owner here at Kekionga. Hi, Tyler.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing good, doing good.
So you all have a very fascinating business. You make hard cider.
That's right.
Yes, and so we're here at the lovely tasting room area over in Electric Works. And so share with me a little history about your company.
Yeah, so we started messing around. One of my longtime friends from grade school all the way to roommates in college. Started making hard cider at home, and first couple of batches weren't that good, but started getting better and better, and friends and family were like, hey, this is something we'd really enjoy, and I think we could purchase this. And
okay.
So we opened our tap room in 2017 on Maysville is our main location. And then here at the Union Street Market, we opened November of 2022.
Okay. That's really cool. It's almost like 6 years that you've been in business. That's awesome. And how does one start making hard cider at home? You're like, I'm just gonna.
Right. Just a lot of trial and error. My brother had some trees in his yard that he didn't really use. And we were at a wedding one time. Of course, we had a few beverages, and my cousin's like, well, I have a hand press, an old hand basket press, and we're like, I called my partner Logan and was like, hey, we're making cider tomorrow. And he met us and we pressed them and started there.
Nice, very nice. Okay, so here you all offer a wide selection of different types of hard ciders on tap. And so I know that we have some. You see this? It's so beautiful, this lineup here. And these are all different. They all look the same because they're the same color, but they're different flavors. And so we're going to taste it together. You're going to tell me about it. All right, let's start with the first one.
All right. So here we have brunch.
Oh, okay.
Which is our version of a mimosa. So you get a little of the orange, some of the champagne, and it's a drier cider. So
okay, cheers. I love a good brunch.
So if you've had a mimosa, it's pretty similar.
It is. It's very playful.
Right.
It has so many different flavors, and it kind of gives me like a bubblegum flavor too.
So we use the orange, and then we have some. We actually use some champagne extract in there. So
nice.
Just gives a little bit of that champagne-y.
Nice little fusion.
Nothing over the top.
Wonderful. Okay, next up. What is this one?
Next we have Farm Dry. So this one is from Peterson Farms. It's fermented all the way dry, so no residual sugar in it. Just nice and dry and easy on the palate.
Yes, okay, let's see. Yes, so there's no added sugar.
Nope.
Just pure, you get to taste all the flavors.
It's just all the apples fermented all the way out, all the sugars all the way out.
I like this one. Because it's not too sweet and allow for you just to enjoy the flavors.
Right.
So let's talk about the way that you all make the cider. So you mentioned that it's similar to how wine is made with crushed grapes. You all crush apples. Share more with me.
Yeah, so similar style, just apples instead of grapes. Typically in season, we have a vintage press that will press our own apples and make some smaller batches. But now we get most of our apples from Michigan, so we have like a proprietary blend of like dessert apples and baking apples and stuff that we found that works best.
Yes, and you have an apple miller. You use an apple mill out here. And what does that entail?
So in the fall, we do like live demonstrations.
Cool.
So it's the building we're in that we lease is part of the Gagline Homestead, and they had a press in there from like the late 1920s. It's still in operation. Typically don't use it that much because you don't want to break it. Or
Very vintage.
Right, vintage is for sure. But it's just nice to have the demonstration and stuff, like get people interested.
That's fun. Okay, we have to come out during the fall and do the demonstration. That sounds amazing. Okay, so next up, so now we're 3 in. What is this one? It's a little bit darker.
So this one will have some pineapple juice in it. This is our honeymoon baby.
Okay.
So it's a pineapple cider. Kind
This
of weird
one,
name.
right?
Yeah.
This one has
No,
a little extra spice
right.
to it.
Yeah. No. My partner Logan, and he's our head cider maker. He went to Hawaii for his honeymoon, and like he just ate fresh pineapple every day. So like it just reminded him of I guess a good week of his life.
Right. Well, cheers
Yep,
to that.
cheers.
Cheers to Logan.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun. My goodness, I love this one. This one definitely gives you the Hawaiian vibe. Great for spring. We're entering into spring.
Yep, good
so
summer
refreshing.
boat drink.
Yeah.
Drink
So
somebody's
are
on the
pineapples
boat.
crushed up with the apples to make this?
So we'll just buy the juice
Okay.
already pressed. So yeah, we get the juice in, and then we back sweeten our cider with pineapple juice.
Okay, let's talk about the fermenting process of how do you actually infuse it with the alcohol? Because you have regular apple cider, but this is hard cider.
Right. So we'll take the regular apple cider and we'll put yeast on it, and then the yeast eats the sugar, which that's what creates alcohol.
Okay.
And then we'll rack it off, because the yeast, once they eat the sugar, they kind of die and they fall to the bottom.
Oh.
So you just rack it off, and then that's a process. So we're about 4 to 6 weeks for a batch size.
Well, let's move on to the next. All right, and what do we have here?
Here we have Peterson pear.
Peterson pear.
Yep, it's named after our Little League baseball team. We were on the Peterson grain team, so.
When you all were little?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, love that.
Logan and I have known each other since I was 8, he was 9.
Yeah.
So, it's been a long-lasting friendship.
That's
you know?
amazing. I love that. And you all just had this passion and you went into business together.
Yeah. Everyone says like, don't go into business with your friends,
Right.
but I kind of prefer it because we know when each other are mad or whatever, so we just know to stay away for a couple hours, and then everything's back to normal.
Yeah,
Like,
and there's trust.
Right.
And I'm sure it's fun. I mean, come on,
Right.
you have a hard cider company together. How great
Right,
is that?
yeah. I mean, who would have thought all those years in college experimenting, right?
Right.
We would own our own alcohol company.
That's a
but-
dream story within itself. That's inspiring.
Right.
Just do it. Okay, well, cheers to
Yep,
that.
cheers.
Living your best life.
So this will have kind of the same process as the honeymoon. This will have Bosc and Bartlett pears.
Ooh,
So,
I love pear. It's very light, It kind of, you look for the nuances of it, it sneaks up on you, but it adds just this other dynamic that you typically don't get in drinks.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorites because it's not too sweet, but it's also not too dry. So
Right.
it's like kind of right in the middle,
Good
like a
in
semi-sweet.
between.
Yep.
And so with hard cider, what does it range with alcohol value?
Typically ours are like 4.5%, but we can go up to like basically 8.5%, 9%.
Wow.
It does change for tax purposes, so you get taxed more if you go above.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
Learn a new thing. That's
right.
interesting.
So
Okay.
we try to keep it below the threshold.
And so you also offer this here on tap, but you offer the cans.
Yep.
So you make and distribute your own product.
Yep. So we can probably, we have 3 that we call core ciders: Crisp, Honeymoon Baby, and Peterson Pear. And then we have each season we'll have a seasonal that we can as well.
Okay.
And then we're distributed through Alco. So we're in all like the package stores in Northeast Indiana. A lot of bars and restaurants too.
Nice. It's so great. Okay, so now let's move into our final tasting here.
This is our barrel-aged cider.
Oh, nice.
So we take our proprietary blend, ferment it dry, and then we age it in barrels. These barrels we got from Hotel Tango down in Indianapolis. They're bourbon barrels. So we'll age it at least 8 months, just to then we'll try it out and whenever it's ready.
I love that. Yeah, Hotel Tango. They're friends of the show. That's wonderful. Okay. Well, cheers.
I mean, you can just smell the bourbon right away.
Wow. So it's aged in bourbon barrels. Is this infused with bourbon?
No, it just picks up the flavor profile from the barrels themselves.
Yes.
If you like bourbon, it's definitely to me. I get the smell, I get the taste, but not like that after
Right, the filling.
Yeah, you get a smooth after finish.
Yes, I like this. It's giving me rustic. It's giving me barrel.
Right.
It's a more smokier type of vibe to it, which I love so much. A little mahogany.
Yeah.
Love that.
All dependent on the barrel, really.
Yeah.
Whatever you get.
This is cool.
Yeah.
So tell me about people's experiences when they come here. So you have the tasting room.
Yep.
And so what does that entail? What can people do when they come and visit you?
So we're part of a bigger thing here in the market. We're surrounded by a lot of good food vendors. So we're here to supply the craft beverages here.
Yes.
So when you come with us, you can sample 2 for free. If you're just in between or just want to try, never had cider, or a lot here is mead, which is fermented honey. We get a lot of questions of what is mead? I've never heard of mead. Then explain, then people try it and they end up really liking it.
Right.
So that's why we kind of treat this almost like a tourist destination. Of we have a lot of people that don't come to our other shop. So it's for us, we just really want you to try our products. We believe in them and we think they're really good.
Right.
And so you get a sample 2, and then if you want to try more, you can do a tasting. You can either do 4 or 6.
Nice.
And then we also sell by the glass here. And then we're lucky here, the state allowed us to sell to go out of here. So
really?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So we can sell 4-packs here, you can take home with you, and growler fills.
In the cans?
Yep.
Okay.
And the growler fill is a 64-ounce glass container.
Yep. And so fresh off the tap.
Yep. We'll pour it from the tap. You can take that home with you.
Interesting.
We could have to-go sales.
Yeah, that is cool. And so people can just taste and just kind of gain the experience.
Yep, that's the plan.
What cider is.
Try us out, and hopefully you like it.
Yes.
Then you take some with you.
Well, that's wonderful. Okay, so now that we've tasted the cider options, I have to choose what Jessica's favorite pick is.
Oh, pressure's on here.
Yes, which one? Okay, I just have to go for it. Jessica's favorite pick will have to be the barrel-aged, bourbon barrel-aged cider. Okay, so that is infused in a barrel. It's aged over how long?
Aged in a barrel for at least 8 months.
8 months! You can't get any better than that. So you know that the flavor is popping on this one. So we'll be right back.